Good morning, Mercedes here, and I have a little confession to make. You see, I'm a little nervous about making this devotional because frankly, I don't feel worthy. I really don't. There's so many other people. In fact, you probably know more about the Bible and know more about this and that than the other. And so before I begin my morning devotional, I want to invite you that if you have something on your heart to share, please consider doing it, because we want to hear from as many different people as possible. It's just going to help us all. I hear God through you. So consider doing a devotional. So now to the task at hand. You might be watching this in the morning, but at the time that I'm recording this, it is the evening of July 3rd. And for those of you that know Thunder Canyon, our history, and what July 3rd really means to us, you know that we are on the brink of not just our nation's anniversary, our nation's birthday, but this is also the anniversary of the date that we opened Thunder Canyon, and this is a big celebration for us. At this time right now, the campground is full. I mean, it's glorious, but there's a lot of stuff to do. And I would be remiss if I didn't admit that I'm very overwhelmed right now. So the verse that I'm about to share with you is a verse that has been helping me, that I have been clinging to for a couple years now, that really helps me when I am feeling like I am drowning in things to do and I just don't know what way to look to find up. So the verse that I'm about to share is Luke chapter 12, verse 48. This is NIV, and it reads, "From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked." And so the reason this verse helps me is because it turns my to-do list from a I have to, oh, poor me, whatever, into a I get to. It turns the millions of things to do and, oh, this thing isn't happening right and I got to get involved in here and this and, oh, I almost forgot to sign this. It turns all of that into a privilege. And I think that perspective is something that maybe you can relate to too. Because guess what? If you're watching this, you're probably watching it from a smartphone or a computer. And there's a lot of people on this planet right now that don't have cell phones, let alone running water. And I don't just mean RVers. So keeping in mind the privilege and keeping in mind the I get to, I mean, if I were to really look and sit back at it, I'm on this beautiful, gorgeous, magnificent property, and God has made me a steward of it. This isn't for me. This is about future generations, and I'm really trying to build something here that's legacy that lasts, that my daughter and her kids one day could enjoy. I get to raise my daughter in a community of people that are trying as best as we possibly can to practice biblical principles. And we are trying and practicing, and admittedly sometimes failing, but we're failing forward to have Jesus in the center of this community and in the center of our interactions. And so this is a privilege to be here. So yes, are the people hard? Yeah, they are. But I get to do this. I have been entrusted with this. So shut up and stop complaining and serve, because it could always be worse. And I think what we focus on is so important. And I can think of a couple people in my life who have been going through major tribulations and major problems, and they go through it so gracefully that they inspire me, that they make it clear that, you know, life is going to have its ups and downs, but really at the end of the day, the suffering's optional. And the way I don't suffer is God. This is the only way I know not to suffer. And so as I look at this verse and I look at what we get to do and I look at the blessings, I would be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge the 4th of July and what this anniversary is, not just for Thunder Canyon, but for this country. I mean, come on, we are so blessed, and we have to focus on that, and have to focus on all those people who came before us, to whom much was entrusted and to whom gave much, so that we could be here today. And so with that, I want to thank you guys so much if you're still listening, because this is nerve-wracking, but admittedly right now I feel really good, and I'm really glad I got this message out. And if I can do it, you can do it too. So God bless you for still watching this. God bless you for being on this app. And let's remember that, especially in this Independence Day. Thank you.